Now the national anthem is over, and we can slowly get to thinking about this game. Last time they met, it was a 0-0 in Dortmund. And that doesn't matter a jot in the cup final. There will be 2 halves of 45 minutes. If the score is still level after that, there will be a break, and then there will be 2 halves of 15 minutes. And if the score is still level after that, there will be penalties until somebody scores and somebody misses. Will Mats Hummels take a penalty? That is a big question. Should it come to penalties? Referee Marco Fritz, who himself has said this is a massive honour for him, the pinnacle of his career. The 2 captains, Mats Hummels for the very last time with his new captain opposite him, but that will only be as of next season. 38-year-old Marco Fritz is a trained bank clerk. He's got a lot of experience behind him, over 90 games. 2 very experienced teams with everything to play for. Dortmund have had a record-breaking season for themselves as well, the best second-place team ever. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, the top-scoring African player ever in the Bundesliga, 25 goals. And young Julian Weigl, who's got his call up from Jogi Löw recently, along with Joshua Kimmich on the other side. What a great day this is for those 2 youngsters as well. Referee Marco Fritz has blown the whistle. His colleagues Dominic Schall and Marcel Pelgrim are on the sidelines. Bastian Dankert's the 4th official. If you're just joining us, I'm Phil Bonney. I'll be with you through to the end of this, the 73rd DFB Cup final, the German Football Association final. Borussia Dortmund in their yellow and black. Both teams in their new strips for next season. Bayern playing from right to left, and they have a throw-in. David Alaba. And referee Marco Fritz, right from the get-go, very keen that people follow his directions. Pep Guardiola, against the backdrop of the massed fans of Bayern Munich. This is Philipp Lahm. Arturo Vidal, gathered up by Thiago Alcantara. Fantastic atmosphere in the stadium. And the first touch of the ball for Roman Bürki. Over the top from Boateng. Bender getting himself into a little bit of trouble. Franck Ribéry keeps it in nicely. That'll be a throw. A throw for the home team. Dortmund have come out on top in just one of their last 8 Bundesliga games between the 2 sides. That was back in April 2014. Otherwise, they've drawn 3, lost 4. Reus. Dortmund need him to have a good game today. Nicely taken by Castro. The interception from Kimmich was very timely indeed. Away by Alaba over the top. Oh, Lewandowski's onside, at least he thought he was. I'm not so sure that Marcel Pelgrim got that one right. Difficult to tell from this angle. He might just have been in his own half when that ball was released. Never mind. Referees get nervous in these situations too. 2 years ago when Robin and Müller scored in time added on, or extra time rather, there had been a goal. Mats Hummels had headed the ball over the line. It was seen by virtually everybody in the stadium apart from the referee and his team. No one's perfect, but that did go a long way to introducing video technology into the Bundesliga. Still, that was then, this is now. This is Bayern on the attack. Costa, Vidal, Alaba was in some space, but it's gone to Ribéry. Headed away by Bender. Castro to Schmelzer. Head down, he's shown far too much of that to Philipp Lahm. Bayern have been so dominant this season, and that wasn't half bad either. Thomas Müller immediately appealing for a corner. Slightly optimistic. He got hold of that really nicely. There might have just been a clip of the glove on there. Certainly wasn't wrong to give it a shout. You'll notice that there's, as I mentioned before, no Mario Götze today. He broke a rib in that game against Hanover on the last day of the season. Reus. Always Aubameyang the target. The flag's up. He was just offside. A little bit too pedestrian as he came back from that last little spell of pressure. Thomas Tuchel never got past the quarter-finals with Mainz. Guardiola has won this title once. Teams often talk about having a very good day if they're going to beat Bayern. Well, if anybody can, Dortmund can. Bayern have been dominant again this season, although Dortmund made a good fist of it right up until about 3 weeks before the end of the season. Mkhitaryan's been quiet so far in this game, but we're only 5 minutes in. Castro against Vidal, they played together at Leverkusen. Douglas Costa. Bayern playing their usual game, moving the ball around. Keeping possession. And as you'd expect, as we always expect, it's about 70% of the ball in this opening 5-6 minutes has been in the hands of Bayern. Schmelzer with the throw. Nobody really moving for him. Mkhitaryan in the end. Bayern quick to press, and it has to go all the way back to Roman Bürki. Smartly done by Kimmich. And again, he'll use Neuer. There's room for Thiago. Ribéry. still Ribéry. Oh, play brought back, there was a hand involved. Ribéry doesn't agree. The referee would like that taken again, while he admonishes the Frenchman. It certainly was a hand. Franck Ribéry, involved in 147 goals in 204 Bundesliga games. Very prolific indeed, alongside Ian Robben, who is here today, but he's still not fit enough to play. Dortmund forced to give the ball straight back. Oh, that's gone straight to Marco Reus. They could be in a little bit of bother here if Reus can control it. Reus sometimes just doesn't step up for the big games. In Der Klassiker at Dortmund, he was a little disappointing. A couple of flashes of brilliance. It's too long for Alaba. There's a little look at his mate, Franck Ribéry. They met, of course, last season, these two teams in the semi-final. That was back down in Munich. And that one ended on penalties, and there were a couple of noticeable slip-ups in that game when taking penalties, and Bayern went out of the competition. Dortmund went on to lose to Wolfsburg, though. It's not the best of clearances from Roman Bürki. His team tidied it up. Boateng, very quick to play the ball. Referee says play on. Ball was played, Reus is in a lot of room. Here's Aubameyang. He's had a little look up, he's seen where Reus is. The cross is too long, too high, and it's a throw-in to Bayern. A little bit of adrenaline perhaps underneath that cross. That's a good sign for Thomas Tuchel. He'll be pleased that his side are making inroads into the final third of Bayern's half of the pitch. Aubameyang, a little bit too short, or coming too short to get anywhere near that. Müller. Costa outside him is Lahm. Lahm's cross straight to the boot of Bender. Well, that was possibly a little bit unlucky for both sides there. It's not what Kimmich had in mind when he intercepted that ball, and Marco Reus wanted to take it a lot better than he did. There's a shoelace undone. Gonzalo Castro back up on his feet now after tying the boot up. Alaba. After 12 minutes, things starting to develop. A little bit of cut and thrust from both sides. And once again, Bayern cool things down. Go back to that style that Pep Guardiola has brought to them. Costa. That was too far away from Müller. Thomas Müller. Such a valuable asset for Bayern. Pep Guardiola would love to go out with the double. Quick handshake for Bastian Dankert, the fourth official. Burki doesn't have too many options. Bayern covering most of them. Piszczek was free though. Dortmund will have a plan today. Whether or not they can execute it is the other question, to which we will find out the answer sooner or later in this match. Flags down. No offsides. Aubameyang gets the better of Boateng. Arturo Vidal chests it down very confidently. Here is Mats Hummels. What must he be thinking today? Well, judging by the professional that he is, he will want to give his all for his current employer and help them to a title before swapping to the team where he only made one top-flight appearance, matchday 34 of the 2006-2007 campaign, funnily enough against Mainz, where Thomas Tuchel was working at the time, not as the head coach though. Quarter of an hour gone and no real danger from either side yet. Neither keeper having had to have made a save. And there's a household, no doubt, split at the moment. Bayern's fourth successive title means that quite a few of their players now boast some seriously impressive records. 11 of them crowned for a fourth consecutive season as champions. Never happened before. As the sun slowly goes down in the west. We've still not seen anything to bother either keeper. Vidal. Lahm for Lewandowski. Won't get there in front of Socrates. Reus shoulder to shoulder or so he thought, but the referee, under a barrage of heckling from the fans, mainly yellow over on that side up to the halfway line. Thiago to Neuer. Lewandowski making another run. Little nudge in the back. He's lost the ball to Schmelzer. Only as far as Arturo Vidal. Lahm gives it back to him. Thiago, Alaba. Ribéry wants it, gets it. Dortmund not giving Bayern much space to play either. Bayern have done well to keep hold of this ball. It's long, and the call from Roman Burki means it's a goal kick. Bayern difficult to score against, but that is the task faced by Dortmund today. They've only conceded 4 goals across the last 10 Bundesliga matches. And of course they had a record, only 17 conceded this season. Well, that was a little bit close for comfort for Manuel Neuer. Aubameyang has certainly got the acceleration to cause him trouble. Neuer himself, of course, equaling the record of 20 clean sheets in a season. It's his record, so he's had it twice now. Mkhitaryan. Lifted over the top for Aubameyang. That's exactly where it went. Piszczek, first time cross, this is better. Good header from Kimmich. And he's done well to get in there, the captain. Dortmund very aware of Bayern liking that ball back to Neuer. Well-timed challenge from young Julian Weigl. He's not been involved in a goal this season, but he's put in some very mature performances. One of the reasons why Jogi Löw's nominated him in his provisional squad for the Euros. Boateng, Ribéry kills it dead and lays it off for Thiago, who tangles up with Mkhitaryan. Just ran across the back of his legs, just clipped him. And Thiago unable to stay on his feet. Some discussion. Sorted out by Alaba to Ribéry. First corner of the game. And it goes to technically the home team. They were first out of the hat. This game, Bayern against Dortmund rather than Dortmund against Bayern, but it is a neutral ground. Hertha Berlin dream of playing a cup final here themselves. Costa's ball, nicely put through. That wasn't far away at all. Thomas Müller. Deadly from anywhere with anything. Seemed to be heading to the top corner. Müller coming close. Thomas Müller's been involved in 7 goals in this competition, the same as Henrik Mkhitaryan. Although Mkhitaryan has scored 5 and assisted on 2. It's 3 assists and 4 goals for Müller to this point. Once again, Ribéry allowed to bring the ball down. That's good running from Costa. And a good challenge from Sokratis as well. As was the case in Der Klassiker at Dortmund, neither side giving much away. One mistake, one blink Could be very, very serious consequence for whichever team bottles it. Loses their nerve at the wrong moment. Lahm over the top. Ribéry keeps it in. His cross, he slipped slightly. Vidal takes his time, lays it back. Kimmich. Alcantara. Thiago will be quite happy to let that one go out for a second corner. And so far it's been pretty much based in Dortmund's half this game. A little bit of header tennis. Taken quickly. Marco Reus was asleep. That's the danger of taking your eye off the ball. Dortmund very nearly stole a march. That will be a foul. Julian Weigl played in 30 games for Dortmund in the league this season. Socrates long ball. There's no way that Reus will get to that, and that'll be a goal kick. Dortmund have clawed a little bit of their possession away from them. It's just about 62% of the ball so far for Bayern. 2 shots for the team from Munich. None so far for Dortmund. Oh, they're leaving it a little late with their clearances at the moment, Dortmund. They could get into real trouble. Well, that's down to the pressing style of Bayern. Hint of hand in there, but the referee's assistant was on side to indicate play on, and Dortmund creating a chance or two now. That was a full-blooded challenge from Julian Weigl, and it was a good one too. Aubameyang can't chase that one coming back from offside. Dortmund need to rearrange themselves just slightly, get a little bit of organisation, a little bit more focus, a little bit more concentration. That incident with the quickly taken free kick and Marco Reus having his back to the ball, symptomatic of just that slight lack of awareness, of being switched on. It's been a long season, 56 games for Dortmund in all competitions. They got to the semi-final. Against Berlin in this stadium, and then moved on. Had a good run in the Europa League too, after finishing only 7th last season. They'll be in the Champions League next season though, after normal service was restored. That was nicely nutmegged by Mkhitaryan. Touched off, Reus went crashing in, and he brought down Philipp Lahm. had to take the risk, had to go for the ball. Lahm got there first. Ball out of play. Dortmund playing with a sense of urgency too. Czech playing a dangerous game. Vidal with a good win of the ball. Costa. Lahm's there on the overlap. Costa from distance. The ball harmlessly wide. Borussia Dortmund, the first German club in history to reach a major final in 5 consecutive years. Reaching a final and winning a final are, of course, different things. Will it be third time lucky for the team in yellow and black? That's what we're here to find out. Joachim Löw there, and Thomas Schneider, his assistant on the left, German national coach. A lot of very well-known faces in the crowd today. Jogi Löw will be hoping, of course, that none of his squad get injured in this game. That's a free kick for Dortmund. There was a big owl from Gonzalo Castro. And his old teammate clattering into him from the side. So, opportunity for Dortmund. Last goal directly from a free kick that Dortmund have scored was scored by Robert Lewandowski in a 4-0 victory here in this stadium on the last day of the season, 2013-2014. I doubt whether they'll be going for goal from this one, though, from this angle. Straight to Thomas Müller. Mkhitaryan trying to get round Franck Ribéry, finding the Frenchman a tough deal to get past. Piszczek. Castro couldn't control it. Free kick. Half an hour gone, no goals so far in this, the 73rd DFB Cup final. Ribéry, Thiago stays on his feet under pressure. Does very well to get that to Franck Ribéry. And there's some room over there for Douglas Costa. Marcel Schmelzer trying to keep an eye on him. Costa's got himself away, and with a little bit of luck, referee says no, but that might even have been a penalty. A little bit of luck there, that ball very nearly dropping to Lewandowski. Dortmund still haven't got it clear. Alaba. Thiago's gone for the spectacular cross, and he nearly got it away as well. Castro. Aubameyang. Aubameyang can use his speed now, but he's all on his own. He's got to take it on his own. No one there. Can he get through and get a shot away? Well, he did get the shot away. Inspiring times for his teammates, but they really should have tried to keep up with him. Not the easiest thing to do. And this was that effort earlier. Burki palmed it into the face, into the path of Lewandowski, but Lewandowski had already fallen. That was of his own doing. Great shot from Costa. Vidal. Costa again. Douglas Costa beginning to be a real threat over on that far side. Iron Robin only able to watch on. Auf geht's, ihr Roten, the fans are singing. Let's go Reds. I'd say it's pretty much 55% Dortmund fans, 45% Bayern fans in the stadium. Perhaps even closer than that. Schmelzer. Castro. Reus. Reus is... Well, oh, good shot from Pierre-Emerick Mkhitaryan. It was good reaction from Reus and Castro. Flag had gone up. Good call. Just offside, straight away. And the shot wasn't as accurate as he'd wanted. I think it caught a deflection from Reus, but it was a good reaction shot from Mkhitaryan. Dortmund fans making themselves heard now. They're just as passionate as the Bayern fans. I sat on the plane today on the way here with a fellow who'd taken his wife to Ibiza on holiday and was coming back just for the cup final, and he's going back there tomorrow. That's the kind of passion that the fans in Germany have for their team. Reus in the middle. Hummels. Unfortunately, it's very difficult to search everybody as they come into the stadium, and I pretty much say it every time: if you want to watch fireworks, go to a firework display. If you want to watch football, you go to a football match. Cut across, headed away. Vidal with his back to goal. Boateng coming ominously closer. And for once, David Alaba's technique lets him down. Aubameyang watches it come over his shoulder. Can't get to it. Thiago, Alaba. Oh, there's a little bit of unnecessary action from Franck Ribéry there. He went crashing into Julian Weigl. The referee sending everybody away. Some of the players taking the opportunity to take on a little bit of liquids. The referee having a quick word with Bastien Dankert, the fourth official. And Franck Ribéry is going to get a yellow card. He's only played once in this competition this season. He's given one to Gonzalo Castro, and that's his second in the competition. This was where Ribéry basically took out Julian Weigl. He wasn't really interested in the ball, just taking out Weigl, and then a little bit of unnecessary from both of them. They're both old enough to know better, really. They should both be clever enough to know that there are about 30 cameras trained on them. They're not going to get away with anything. So just about 5 minutes to go to the break. No score. It's going to be like a chess game, this one. Who can outmaneuver the other? That's well done. And no risk taken by Socrates, the Greek international. Putting it straight out. No one complaining. Third corner of the game for Bayern. A little bit of discussion between Ribéry and Douglas Costa. Have they got something special planned? Standard corner. Ribéry onside. Thiago, he's got Costa with him. Oh, this is good stuff from Bayern. They can choose their spot. Vidal has it taken off his foot. And Müller got in Boateng's way. Vidal keeps it in. Good pressure. And eventually, Dortmund free themselves. Kimmich to Alaba. It was a good spell of pressure from Bayern. Down the line, Mkhitaryan. Weigl. Reus comes for it, wins it. Castro, Schmelzer. Reus against Kimmich, good tackle. The referee says not. From the commentary box, that looked like an okay tackle. The referee's closer. And he's going to give Joshua Kimmich a yellow card. Things starting to bite. Well, he went for the ball. I don't think he deliberately took the man. But he might have known he wasn't going to get there. Tried to get the block in. Two teams with the two best disciplinary records in the Bundesliga. And we're going to see a goal before the end of this first half. Something from the training ground, perhaps. Piszczek gets it across. Oh, he didn't connect properly. That would have been a great goal for Bender if he'd have connected with it. Hasn't scored in the Bundesliga this season, Sven Bender. Hasn't scored in this competition either, in the 4 previous games that he's played. Makes you wonder if Mkhitaryan or Reus was underneath that, whether that might have been a different story. Boateng tries to lift it over. Mats Hummels. Nice movement. Castro's on his own. He's got an eye for goal from distance. He might just give it a go. He might have served himself and his team better if he had done. Müller, Lewandowski. Will Bayern make the breakthrough before the end of the half? This is Ribéry. Ribéry's gone for the spectacular. But to use the vernacular, high, wide, and not too handsome. Pep Guardiola won't be taking any notes because there won't be any more training to take. So he's having a relatively relaxed evening. There'll be the half-time team talk. No time added on at the end of this first half because there haven't really been that many stoppages. There you go, just a single minute. Referee continues running, not interested in the fact that Thomas Müller went to ground. Hummels to Piszczek. That's the sort of quality cross Bayern will be expecting next season from their latest signing, or one of their latest signings. Manuel Neuer had a little look at that. Marcel Schmelzer hasn't scored a goal in the Bundesliga for 60 games. And he won't score one in this first half because the first half comes to a close. And the score from the Olympic Stadium, Bayern München 0, Borussia Dortmund 0. The Dortmund players were so up for it this second half. They'd steeled themselves, they'd had a little huddle, they were ready to go, and now their own fans have taken that edge off. Not a wise thing to do. Did the same thing last year. The second half gets underway under a cloud of smoke. And Dortmund get their first corner. Thumped in, out to Reus, and he's miskicked it. He seems very out of sorts today, Marco Reus. Some people might say choked again at a big game. Ribéry will hunt that ball down. Lewandowski. Castro into the centre, free kick for Dortmund though. Müller. Vidal. Oh, fake shot there from Franck Ribéry. That was painful for Julian Weigl. Referee's going to his top pocket. Yellow card out again, this time for Arturo Vidal. It's his second in the competition. Again, he slid in to block. It's 3 Bayern players now on a yellow card. Right in front of the referee. Play continues though. Shoulder to shoulder. With neither side opting to use any substitutes. That does still mean that there are substitutes to be used. Kagawa, Ramos. Offensive options for Dortmund. And there's Kingsley Coman as well on the bench. Should Pep Guardiola decide to use him. You can just about see what's going on over there. Free kick for Dortmund. Mkhitaryan trying to get another card. Not very sportsmanlike. Hate to see that. Reus with the free kick. Header is over from Mats Hummels. That's the closest he's come today to doing any damage to his future employers. Lewandowski. He's got some room in front of him. That's a very good challenge from Socrates. Had to time that right, otherwise there would have been all sorts of trouble. Acrid smoke across the whole stadium now. Very unpleasant indeed. Long ball cut out in front of Lewandowski by Sven Bender. Philipp Lahm. Lahm's done well. Foot stuck out. Ribéry hits it first time. Lewandowski so close. So close to making it 1-0. If he'd have put longer studs on today, he might have just clipped that in. Hummels and he used to be colleagues, of course, at Dortmund. They'll be colleagues again next season. Manuel Neuer's come out of his area just to escort that ball out. Costa. He's got that Robin thing going. In the end, he's given it to Ribéry. Oh, normally you put your house on and that going in from there. But Thiago is not Robert Lewandowski. And that little break just after the second half where they had to wait, the Dortmund players, they were so fired up for the second half, and it seems to have taken some of their fire out of the game. He was slightly offside, the flag was up, it wouldn't have counted had it gone in. Some of the Bayern fans thought that should be the first goal of the game. Vidal's header. Dortmund will want to calm things down ever so slightly and get themselves a little bit more stable. Well, they shouldn't be giving the ball away that easily to Philipp Lahm. Step over from Costa. Too long for Lewandowski, and that'll be a throw. Castro couldn't make use of that. Costa's fast, but he won't get there in front of Mats Hummels. That's a great challenge. Schmelzer tries to dink it over the top to Reus. And I get the feeling that when the hour mark approaches, Reus might just be sacrificed for another player. Ball into the centre, and it's squirted away. There's a Müller under there somewhere. Thomas Müller. He's had a phenomenal season. His best tally ever in the Bundesliga. And he scored 4 so far in this competition, I think I mentioned earlier. Oh, that's let Bayern in again. Ribéry eventually dispossessed. Schmelzer. Reus, can he provide something for his teammates? Was he going to take it all on his own? This is more like the Marco Reus we know of. Aubameyang, shot on goal over the top of the bar. He's scored in all his last 7 cup games that he's played in, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. But the gloves are starting to come off here in the Olympic Stadium. Ribéry had the ball whipped out from underneath his feet. And then a little glimpse of that old Marco Reus that Dortmund fans know so well. A little bit of adrenaline maybe is just the kick that Dortmund need. That's very well done by Gonzalo Castro. Kept in by Douglas Costa. That was good running from him as well to keep the ball live. Bayern's possession hovering just above the 60% mark for this game now. Flag up for offsides. Schmelzer's going to get ambushed unless he's very careful. And in the end, he did get a foul, and Pep Guardiola is absolutely furious about it on the sidelines, remonstrating with Bastian Dankert. Pep so desperately wants to win this double. Schmelzer unaware of the impending tackle from Douglas Costa. Dortmund's free kick with Mats Hummels. Pep Guardiola with his head in his hands. Kimmich. Philipp Lahm. Oh, he does that well. Müller goes over though. Lewandowski made room for Müller. A small foul, but a foul nonetheless. Pep Guardiola still gesticulating. Hummels loses the ball and then wins it back with the help of Schmelzer. Reus and Kimmich tangling. Kimmich winning a free kick. Kimmich didn't look too happy about that challenge. Nor should he be. Müller. Vidal. 74,322 people in the grounds, in the stadium, to watch this 73rd DFB Cup final. I'm Phil Bonny. I hope you're enjoying it so far. No goals, an hour gone. Some players needing a little bit of sustenance again, a little bit of liquid intake. Talked about, or rather I talked about 4 successive title wins. Arturo Vidal is on his 5th consecutive win. He got 4 in a row with Juventus. Set up for Costa. Well, the takedown wasn't very good at all. Costa's got another chance. Philipp Lahm. Costa swings it wide to Ribéry. Ribéry still got it. Had it. Bayern putting the pressure on, turning the screw. Reus does well. Keeps it away from them. Schmelzer with nobody to pass to. Back to his captain. Weigl to Castro. Castro's got room in front of him. He should keep going. Mkhitaryan, who's been quiet in this second half. Reus is the target. It got to Reus, it got to Boateng, and it's got to be a corner. The second one of the game for Dortmund. There's the signal given. Swung in. Hummels was the target. Weigl will put that one back to his keeper. Over 80% of Bayern's passes finding their target. Kimmich. Flags down. Müller's through. Mats Hummels with the tackle. Still Müller. Still Müller. Now there's trouble. Lewandowski over the bar. How did Bayern not score? Lewandowski head down. But then he leant back. Not even a corner. Good tackle from Hummels, just did enough to put Müller off his strides, but Müller still got that ball through to Lewandowski. Great work from Thomas Müller. A German colleague of mine said he was like as valuable as Messi, or words to that effect. Bayern fans will tell you different. Getting to that part in the game where it's time to grit your teeth, put your head down and give it that little bit extra. 25 minutes to play or thereabouts. We will see a result today. It will either be settled in 90 minutes or 120 minutes, or it will go to penalties, but we will see somebody lifting that trophy today. Lahm has a little look up. Costa tries to turn his man, gets tangled up. Wins the throw-in, though. Pep Guardiola feels that should have been a free kick. He might have been right. I think sooner or later, Lewandowski or Müller are going to cause some damage. Berkey's just kicking it clear. And it's straight back to Bayern, and that will reverse everything. Turn it on its head again, and the attack will come straight back at them. The Bayern fans much louder today than the Dortmund fans. They keep coming. They keep coming. But will they get caught on the attack? That can happen too. Both sides have showed a lot of respect to each other, cancelled each other out in a lot of ways. Who's got that little bit extra? Costa headed out straight back towards Lahm and Kimmich. Dortmund can't get the ball under control, can't get it in their possession. Unless it's given to them there. As Ribéry's just done. That's something for Aubameyang to chase. Some Dortmund fans thought that Neuer had come out of his area holding the ball. The referee was right there to see that he hadn't. This is Lahm, the captain, out to Douglas Costa. He's doing the Robin. Lahm straight at the keeper. Now there's nowhere for Burki to get that ball out to. He wants to release it quickly, but he can't. No free player. If Lahm had crossed that in a little bit closer, Lewandowski might have got to it. Is that possibly a little bit of cramp from Schmelzer? He's scratching both his knees. Instructions from Thomas Tuchel to Marco Reus. Schmelzer gets attention. Well, on the bench is Eric Durm, Matthias Ginter, Nuri Sahin, Christian Pulisic, and Adrian Ramos, along with Shinji Kagawa. Schmelzer's on his feet. And I think we're going to see the introduction of Eric Durm. Schmelzer's game is over. So Eric Durm takes his place. We'll see what effect that might have. More words of instruction now for Gonzalo Castro. This was that challenge in which Schmelzer got hurt. I think his knee got trapped underneath the... He's certainly having some attention on his knee. Anyway, the game continues. Eric Durm is on. He's played 14 games in the league. Last time he played against Frankfurt was his first loss this season. This is Durm. That was good thinking, but Reus wasn't thinking along with him. Or vice versa. Boateng. Alaba. Very knocking it forward for Lewandowski, who's been playing a little bit wider in this second half, with Thomas Müller more in the centre. Müller does have that nose for goal. That's not to say that Lewandowski doesn't, of course. Costa. Oh, that was nicely thought. Does like a bit of showboating, does Douglas Costa. Vidal. Ribéry wants the ball back. Hummels is in the way, though. Under 20 minutes to go of this second half. They tried to get to Ribéry, but they couldn't. That's an excellent connection from Mkhitaryan, but again, he's all on his own. Now it's Mats Hummels who's down. It's cramp. This time it really is cramp. Stretching his leg out to try and get the tackle on Ribéry. It's been a long season. There's more training to be done yet. Got the European Championships coming up. That build-up of acid. He'll try and run that off. It just goes to show you how much this cup means to Dortmund. They've run themselves ragged. He said playing against Bayern is one of the biggest challenges in world football, but we're capable of beating them. And he means Dortmund, of course. Philipp Lahm took a deflection. Well, apparently not, offside. Mats Hummels is visibly limping. At the moment, nobody warming up. Just lost his footing there as well. Headed forward by Bender. He said he's no desire to lose in Berlin for a third year in a row. Mats Hummels getting the yellow cards. And he's had no booking in 26 Bundesliga games. And he's picked one up there, and I think that's partly due to the fact that his leg is restricting his movement. And I think we're about to see another substitution from Dortmund. It was interesting before the game, Thomas Müller said that both teams boast excellent quality. I don't think the teams will enjoy a lot of space. It'll be a test of endurance. And that certainly seems to be what is going on today. This is good stuff from Ribéry. Gets the shot away, takes that incredible bounce, deflection, but Berkey's got behind it. He played fantastically in Der Klassiker back in Dortmund. That was a good stop. Matthias Ginter is ready to come on. They'll have to wait. Durm, fresh set of legs. What can he do? He's got Reus in front of him. That's a good ball in for Reus to do something with, or at least hold up play until Durm gets there, but it's a poor pass from Reus. So often the hero for Dortmund, but he does have that disadvantage that some games he just disappears. Other games he'll run the show. Vidal. Cut out by Hummels. Well moved out by Vidal to use this near side. Costa still willing to take people on. We'll be able to get the substitution made now. Mats Hummels coming off. Well, that's spared him any trouble. A great big rip down the back of Arturo Vidal's shirt. He's being sent to get a new shirt by the referee. So Mats Hummels comes off for the very last time as a Dortmund player. He gives the captain's armband over to Marco Reus, and the look on his face says it all. He's not at all happy about having to leave it up to everyone else, but mind you, that might just spare him a penalty shootout in which he would be damned if he scored and damned if he didn't. But the cramp got the better of him. So now we'll see a reshuffle at the back. Sven Bender will probably go back in with into the Hummels position. The referee right on hand. Piszczek did get a wallop, but I'm fairly sure that that wasn't a deliberate one either. Pep Guardiola said, if I were a coach, which he is, I'd ideally leave with a trophy from my last match. Well, it's just about 12 minutes to play. Still no breakthrough. Sides cancelling each other out again, as they have done so often over the years, especially the recent years. But then we have seen goals in this fixture before. Durham takes it down very nicely. Aubameyang was the target. Piszczek. Still Piszczek. Gonzalo Castro can't get the ball under control. Franck Ribéry wins the ball back for Bayern. Thomas Müller's all on his own. Waits for Lahm, but gives it away. The slide in for Reus. Seen as a foul. Nearly every foul that Reus does, he waves his finger at the referee, and the referee's response is appropriate. What am I supposed to do? It was a foul. Another good tackle. Julian Weigl, Mkhitaryan. Without Reus, he's responsible for creating stuff now. Good ball to Durham, nicely taken down by the number 37. Wants to take it through, he's got past Lahm, almost. And he nearly took out a photographer as well, Philipp Lahm. Not the youngest anymore, but you'll have to get up a little bit earlier to get the ball round him. Philipp Lahm, who's won everything there is to win. I'm fond of saying it, but I can count his bad games over the last 10 years on the fingers of one hand. It's a useful-looking ball in. But Manuel Neuer knew exactly where it was going and was there to meet it when it arrived. Less than 10 minutes to play. Tired legs already. They won't want to do 2 halves of 15 minutes. Well, that's where we're heading, unless one of these teams can find a breakthrough. Gunter pulling that one out. This is Müller. Mkhitaryan. Weigl has a little look. Sees he's got some room. Finds Bender. Durm, who seems to have stirred things up a little bit since his arrival. Berkey doesn't look so confident in that Manuel Neuer sort of style role. Referee waves play on, but Arturo Vidal will stop the play. Puts his foot on the ball until Kimmich gets up again. Costa. Thiago. Vidal. Bayern have just lacked that little final bit of fire in the penalty box, not for want of trying. Weigl just putting that one out rather than let it go anywhere near Lewandowski. Moment. Dortmund not getting a look in. They're back in numbers, but that does mean that when they try and go forward, there's nobody there. Bayern smother another possible breakaway. It's looking increasingly likely that Bayern will make a breakthrough at the moment. Dortmund look the tireder of the two sides. That's a good run. Excellent run. Piszczek. Aubameyang! Oh, he tried to be too fancy. He had more time. He had more time. That should have been Dortmund's opener. Moving at great speeds. And the ball coming difficult, really, for him. It was rising up off the turf. Meanwhile, Franck Ribéry at the other end. And there's another opportunity. It's been a while since Bayern have had a corner. Thiago's gone across to take it. Six goals from corners this season in the league. Good technique from Kimmich, taking that ball down and killing it, taking the sting out of it. Oh, there was a big handball there. That run and the pass from Socrates. He does love to get forward, the Greek international, and maybe you might have expected Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang to do better with that opportunity. Müller's had a little look and realised that he can keep going. International teammate Marco Reus got the better of him. Aubameyang won't get there. Tried his best to stop Joshua Kimmich from taking a quick throw in as well. Didn't succeed on either of them. Douglas Costa has been amazingly active in this game. A lot of stuff off the ball, little runs. He darts, he stops, he checks back. Rough ride for whichever Dortmund players picked him up. Ribéry playing with that old confidence that Franck Ribéry has. 3 minutes to go to time. Thiago. Vidal. Costa. He's flicked it past Durm. Müller. Still Müller until his opposite number removes him from the ball. Papadopoulos has had a very good game. Socrates to you and me, but he's played very well for Dortmund today. Going all the way through to Costa. Just waits to see which way Durm will twitch. Challenge was heavy. And the free kick has been awarded. Took the ball. And that's why he was protesting. But regardless, free kick. Socrates and Vidal, two of the harder men on the pitch. That's the way they communicate. There's a smile and a pat from Vidal. Wouldn't like to get on the wrong side of either of those two. Boateng up for this one. Thiago squares it. Something from the training ground. Alaba can hit them from distance. Gone for the header. Cleared by Dortmund, only as far as about 20 foot in the air. Vidal on the ground, getting up. Lahm got the cross away, and there was a call for Bender, but he wasn't going to take any chance. Sven Bender. 3 minutes of time added on at the end of the 90. Unless something dramatic happens real quick, we'll be going to extra time. It did last time when they met here 2 seasons ago. And Bayern won that one 2-0. Boateng, great movement from Müller. Bayern still putting good moves together. Oh, that said, of course, curse of the commentator. But it'll be long ball central now from both teams. Both of them, I'm sure, would like to start preparations for the Euros, the players that will be there. And there's quite a few, of course. Boateng, Ribéry, Alaba, Neuer, Lewandowski, Kimmich, Müller. Lahm, of course, has retired from international duty. Castro's header. Müller. Ball through, flag up though. Costa can save himself. The effort. Although it's very hard to hear anything in the stadium. At least you can see things now. The Dortmund smoke bomb has disappeared, but Costa well offside. Minute on the clock. It's a tired pass. Don't fancy Dortmund's chances too much in the second half. If it goes to extra time, especially in the second half of extra time, their legs look very tired. They've given it a good go this season, but now there's a chance and an opportunity. That's good running from Mkhitaryan, but the pass just a little too short. And Franck Ribéry willing to be a little bit confrontational. I'm sure that was something very, very pleasant and polite in French. It was a bit of a rustic challenge by Reus, and Ribéry obviously saw that. That upset him. So that's the end of the 90 minutes. There'll be a short break, and then there will be two halves of 15 minutes each. And the Dortmund players go into a huddle. It's all about the mental strength as well as the physical strength and the skill. Guardiola reading the riot act. Well, let's hope it doesn't go to penalties. Some people find them exciting. I find them nail-biting. There's certainly a team spirit in both of these teams. But who's got the tenacity? Who's got the will to come out on top today? Well, the amount of goals that those three have scored between them, Aubameyang, Lewandowski and Müller. It's more than some teams score in 2 seasons. So the teams take their formation once more. Just a reminder, we've got 5 players who've been booked in this game. Mats Hummels has gone off, been replaced. Ribéry, Vidal and Kimmich are all on a yellow, as is Gonzalo Castro. So the record champions, 17 times winners, Bayern Munich, now kicking from right to left in this, the first half of extra time in the 73rd DFB Cup final. Now they might just get a little bit more cagey than they were for the last 90 minutes. Long, hopeful ball again. It's going to bounce kindly for Dortmund. Reus is there, he's got Durm coming along to help him out if he can. Big shouts. The referee blocks it out of his ears. And play continues. Alaba, little slip back to Boateng. Thiago. Alaba, one of the most underrated players of the Bayern squad. Fabulous talent, as is young Julian Weigl here on the ball. Again, the curse of the commentator strikes and he loses out. Piszczek wanted to take that throw, but again, none of his teammates were ready for it. Durm wants to take Lahm on again. Oh, beautiful skills from Ribéry. Awareness, exactly knew where his teammate was. Thiago. Vidal. And again, they're not in too much of a hurry. Ribéry more central in this second half. Chance now for Lewandowski. And a good block from Eric Durm, keeping Bayern at bay. They were close again. How timely was that from Durm? Lewandowski was already planning his celebrations. That's the kind of form that got him into the German national squad when he did get in, and he's suffered from a few injuries this season. And he's not on the plane. Piszczek has had to take that on his own. This is one of those games where you typically say one goal just might be enough. Whoever scores the first one will probably win it. Costa. Thiago lays it off. Nicely done. There was an attempt to pull a penalty out of the referee there from Lewandowski. Socrates wanted to help him up. The ball had already gone. He felt he was sandwiched. And I think the ball had already gone. Not too many touches of the ball today for Robert Lewandowski, but then he's the kind of player that really only needs one at the right time. And if he only touches it 4 times, and one of those is a goal, he'll be happy. Ribéry digging out those last resources of energy. For Bayern as well, it's been an awfully long season. disappointment of the Champions League exit. I'd so desperately like to have another treble under their belts. Durham this time down. Well, they only have one more substitute at their disposal. 50-50 ball. And that hurts. Durham's ankle took the full force. Gingerly putting some weight on it. What does Thomas Tuchel do at this point? And he's walking very carefully on it, but I think he's going to be all right. Little nod in the direction of the bench. Lewandowski wants to hit it first time. Well, that's what he does. Ask Wolfsburg, they know all about Lewandowski this season. Knew exactly what he was trying to do. Had a quick look, saw where the goal was, saw where the keeper was. Piszczek out jumping Alaba. Thiago. Lahm. That'll be a free kick. A little bit too much weight in that challenge from Socrates. And Socrates gets a yellow card. It's levelled it up at 3 apiece. Socrates' second yellow in this competition. Once again, a free kick for Bayern. Scored twice off a set play this season. They've also not scored directly from a free kick. Of course, I realised a little while earlier I got one of my facts wrong because, of course, they have scored from a free kick, Dortmund. They scored on the last day of the season against Köln. Marco Reus putting it in. A game I commentated, so I should really have remembered, but never mind. I'm sure you'll forgive me. Clock running down as we approach 100 minutes of football played. Not a goal in sight. Neither of the keepers has had to make what I would say was a real save. Douglas Costa holding his groin, I think, there. Castro. He's got Durham with him if he looks left, but he didn't. And that sometimes is the difference when you've got players like Ribéry who are so aware of where everyone else is on the pitch. And if Dortmund had just had that same kind of awareness, they might have been able to unpick the lock on the Bayern defence. Ribéry weaving his way through. on his own. And Dortmund are making very rare attacks. Don't know where a goal's going to come from them at the moment. It would have to be a set piece. They'll actually put a little bit of pressure on Bayern, but Bayern always have that option of going back to Manuel Neuer. Both Aubameyang and Lewandowski. Hasn't been their sort of game, really. Lots of Bayern possession again as they build up to try and breach the yellow wall in front of them. Nicely done by Ribery. Thomas Müller thought about the overhead bicycle kick and then realised it certainly wasn't a sensible thing to do. And this is where Dortmund needs a little bit of luck. Oh, they've had it! Aubameyang, he's all on his own, he's got to wait. He's held it up. Gonzalo Castro, Mkhitaryan. Good movement from Mkhitaryan, and he should have slid in at the back. Aubameyang should have just committed himself to the space. You can see that shot was going in. Maybe if he'd just thrown himself full length on the floor. Easier said than done. Where is a goal going to come from? Ribery. Vidal. He's had a secure hold on that midfield today. Another good header from Socrates. He's certainly been one of my Dortmund players of the game. Those two obviously bought tickets in the from the wrong place. Very brave to stand there amongst all the red of Bayern. Mkhitaryan. Castro sweeps it out to Durm. Durm doesn't seem to be suffering any of the ill effects from that ankle injury. And he wins the corner. And this is where you have to take your chances against Bayern. Another thing I'm very fond of saying. Taking it short. Reus wanted to take it. Aubameyang again. Too far away from it. Whistle goes. And that's the end of the first half of extra time. There's 15 minutes separating us now from a penalty shootout. So the substitutions can be made. And the player to come off will be Castro. Looked a little tired in that first half of extra time. He'd worked hard as well. Coman still not on the pitch. I think they were going to swap him for Douglas Costa. He wasn't too far away either from the end of Lewandowski's boot. Thomas Tuchel wanting just a little bit more from the Dortmund fans. They got 15 minutes to settle this one properly before we have the agony and ecstasy of penalties. All the way back to Roman Burki. He slips as he takes the kick. And the flag is up. Well, you know, maybe Dortmund fancy themselves at a penalty shootout. They won last time in the semi-finals last year. Kagawa, fresh legs, an eye for a pass. Boateng coming across and very sovereignly intercepts it. A small mistake from Julian Weigl, giving possession back to Bayern. And yes, I think there was a little misunderstanding. Franck Ribéry is the player to come off for Kingsley Coman. They've just removed him from the pitch rather unceremoniously. And he's holding his thigh and groin as well, I think. Probably more tired than anything else. Kingsley Coman being announced over the public address system. Franck Ribéry is trying to stretch out that leg. The two have collided there, but Kagawa's continued. There's a player down. They'll put the ball out. And I get the feeling that Sven Bender will need attention. Tired legs, tired tackles is what they lead to. And a yellow card for the challenge. For Thomas Müller. His first in the competition this season. Mind you, he won't have to worry about any more yellow cards unless he gets one in this game. Franck Ribéry stretching out that leg. And you know what it's like when you get a cramp up there. And there's a lot of players rubbing muscles around the pitch. They've given everything they can. Dortmund have now used all their substitutions. They can't afford to go down to 10 men. I think expendable, but want to get back on the pitch as soon as possible. The referees said he could come on and take his place again in the centre of the Dortmund defence. One goal is all it needs. I have a horrible suspicion this one's going to penalties. Unless one of these two teams can find a little bit of magic. Bayern with nearly 70% possession now to this point. The fresh legs of Coman are very close. And there he goes, off like a rocket. Lewandowski will be happy with the corner. That was his aim all the time. That was either going to be crossed into the box or it was going to be a corner. Bayern with 5 corners to their name now, at least. They've not been hugely successful from corners. And again, a short corner is the option. Kimmich. Good ball. Again, that awareness. Oh, and Roman Bürki was not taking any chances with that one dipping in behind him. Took a huge deflection. Alaba outside of the boot. Oh, that one avoided the grasp of Roman Bürki, really moved in the air. Nice little skip by Lahm, and Aubameyang is down. It's cramped. The crowd are whistling. They think he's playing for time, but I don't think he is. 2 ex-Olympic Marseille players there, Benatia and Ribéry. That was very nearly an own goal from Lucas Piszczek. Bürki did well to get his body behind that. That took a deflection. And Dortmund rode their luck once again. Referee will offer a drop ball. Dortmund don't contest it. It was stopped for their benefit, the game. Alaba. Boateng to Vidal. Boateng says he's still going to be the defensive boss when Mats Hummels arrives. He's been there longer. And of course, none of the players that have been substituted are allowed to take penalties. Uli Hoeneß said in an interview he wouldn't, if he was the coach, he wouldn't let Mats Hummels take a penalty, because if he misses, the Dortmund fans will think he's done it because of his new employers, and if he scores, it's not going to make him popular with the Bayern fans. So probably better that Mats Hummels is already off the field from a Mats Hummels point of view. Well, I'm sure he'd love to still be playing in this one. Kept in by Müller. Boateng squirts it wide to Alaba. That's, at this stage of the game, asking a lot, even of Douglas Costa. Kagawa. He's tricky. This ball is too long. He hasn't really had the chance to play himself into this game. Because when you play against a side like Bayern that play this style of possession football, you don't get much of the ball, let alone enough to play yourself in. Well, there was some tugging and pushing and shoving between both of them, and in the end the referee deciding in favour of Dortmund. Nearly every time players go down now, they're having to service their aching limbs. The prospect of penalties looms ever nearer. Both these teams have had fantastic seasons. Somebody has to be first, somebody has to be second. And you can't always win the Champions League or the Europa League. Durm needs support, finds it. Kagawa, he's dangerous in the box. That was a big appeal. Coman. Müller out wide, acting as provider for Coman. Coman wants to take it on the inside, and once again, great defensive work from Socrates. He's played really well today, Socrates. Just nudged Coman out of the way and held him off. When you see that in slow motion, it looks more like a kiss. A little bit of noise now. The last couple of minutes of time ticking away. Do or die time now for both sides, otherwise you have to go into that lottery that is the penalty shootout. So, long throw into the box. There's room wide for Durm. Durm's still got the ball. Tired challenge again. Just really not that much of a foul, but at this point in the game, well, it wasn't much further out from where Reus scored last weekend, but he's not going to have that kind of luck against Neuer. Well, it wasn't luck, it was a very well-struck free kick, but it's a little bit too far. They don't have the height and heading power of Hummels. Bender is still looking pretty tired, he's not come up for it. Mkhitaryan standing over the ball. Oh, that was a poor and also tired free kick. will be a little bit of time added on. As they go in search of a winner. Free kick for Bayern. Pep Guardiola and most of the subs up on their feet. Kagawa giving away the free kick. Thiago. Have Bayern got it in them to steal it right at the death? Thiago's ball deep towards Boateng, and the header is over. It is penalties in the 73rd DFB Cup final. The lists will be taken, but it's 0-0 after 120 minutes of football. So the dice has fallen, and the penalties will be taken with the Dortmund fans behind the goal. And now we'll go and see who's coming with the first penalty. Does Marco Reus want to shoot first or second? So, handshakes all round. Marco Fritz, Dominic Schall on the left, Marcel Belgium on the right. And we're moving towards the Dortmund end for the penalties, and the Bayern players are geeing up the fans, getting them going. And going they are. And first up will be Dortmund. And first up for them will be Shinji Kagawa, or Kagawa, depending on how you like to say his name. Kagawa against Neuer. Kagawa blasts home, that's 1-0 to Dortmund. Great starts. Pressure now on Bayern. Smacks it straight down the middle. Anticipates that Neuer will dive, perhaps. First up for Bayern now is Arturo Vidal. The two number 23s. Burki against Vidal. Vidal scores, but Burki got a hand to it. Doesn't matter. Close, but no cigar, they used to say. So very nearly. It's one apiece. Bender against Neuer. Oh, it's a poor penalty. A very poor and tired penalty. Bender is missed. But Neuer would have stopped easier ones than those in the past. Now for the advantage. Who else would you want? But Mr. Lewandowski. Lewandowski against Burki. Lewandowski eats those for breakfast. Advantage Bayern. He didn't score 30 goals in the Bundesliga without knowing what he's doing. Socrates next up for Dortmund. Socrates and Neuer. Oh, it's off the post! Unlucky, but Neuer had it covered, and it might just be a record-breaking third defeat in a row. For Dortmund. Kimmich, the youngster. Now, what kind of nerves has this young man got? Pep Guardiola said he's like a son to him. And he's made a mess of it. Daddy will not be pleased. That's the kind of experience you can do without. Still, he keeps his head up high as he walks back to his teammates. Aubameyang now. He needs to score. If he doesn't, the next Bayern goal will put it beyond Dortmund's reach. Aubameyang makes no mistake. It's now 2-2. Time for Thomas Müller. Thomas Müller, who doesn't like taking penalties anymore, apparently. Let's see how he does. Nerves of steel. Thomas Müller converts to make it 3-2. All the weight now on Marco Reus. He has to score and hope that Berkey will save the next one or Bayern miss, because if Marco Reus misses this, Bayern have won their 18th cup final. Reus scores. Douglas Costa approaches the penalty spot, and now it is all down to two people. Douglas Costa against Roman Berkey. Berkey could be a hero, but so could Costa. This is it. The left foot of Douglas Costa could settle this for Bayern. And he has! And Bayern are cup winners! 2015 to 2016 with the last kick of the game. Bayern have won their 18th cup. It's something that they've come to regard as their very own. Pep Guardiola says goodbye to Germany with the double in his pockets. The only foreigner to coach a team to 3 successive Bundesliga titles. The only person to ever coach a team to 3 successive Bundesliga titles